Hey y'all, happy Sunday. So we're going into the week right before Thanksgiving. One more week to go, and then we will be heading into the week of Thanksgiving. And November will be going on about its business, November 2025, and we will be literally 3 weeks away from Christmas next week. And the year will be gone. Wow. So, update. I am not going to the West Coast Doll Show. I was going to go, but the government shutdown is gone for right now. But it is a possibility that it could come back for the new year. And since we don't know what that's going to involve, and it's just not a wise decision right now for me and my family for me to go. So I'm not going to go to the West Coast Doll Show. So the goal is Dolls of the World Expo for June 2026. That's my goal right now, to get ready for that doll show, and just waiting, for them to slowly drop the information so I can start getting myself together and making my plans. I had a great 2 years in a row, and I plan on going this year, and I really love the theme. I'm excited about that. And I talked to someone so I could get some hair. I found some hair that right now I can afford to purchase, and I'm going to complete that order probably at the beginning of this week. So I should have some hair soon. So I have to root Ravi, and I have to root Little Prem. And speaking of Little Prem, I did finally get at least to the point where she is painted, she's sealed, she has her eyebrows, and when the hair comes, she'll get eyelashes and hair. And she's just such a little tiny baby. So she's 16 inches, and turn her around, and I found so my first kit when I became a collector was the Real Born Megan Asleep, and that kit was a preemie kit. So I have had preemie outfits in my collection of clothes for the babies since I started Reborn. And so I was happy about that, because it is so hard to find little preemie outfits. But over the years, since she was my first baby, I have acquired a nice size collection. So I went through my little nursery chest of drawers and took out all the preemie stuff, and now I centralized it in a place where I can just have it, because right now I'm excited about Little Prem. So anyway, this is Little Prem. I'm not going to give her name out yet, but I do have a name for her. And as soon as her hair comes and she gets her hair, then I will share her name. And I did have to re-weight her, so I weighted her yesterday. And then after I weighted her yesterday, she was looking like Humpty Dumpty. I had her so stuffed that she just looked like she could just roll down the hallway. So I was like, no, and it wouldn't let me off. Like, my mind just wouldn't stop thinking about, like, I was so agitated by the fact that she was so, like, I like my babies heavy, but I also like them to have some flexibility, like to be able to move, some movement. And I was like, she's so stiff. I was like, I can't leave her like that. So anyway, I took some polyfill out, and it was about this much polyfill, and I was like, yeah, take that out. And I took it out, and so now she still weighs a nice amount, but she is more flexible and she's more limber and moving around and stuff. So I like that better. So anyway, this is my girl. This is my girl. I'm just loving her. I just love how she came out. And I'm just excited about how she's going to look in the end. And I think there are a couple of areas that I see that I want to touch up on the creasing. But outside of that, she's pretty much just waiting for her hair to get done. And then she'll be all done. And Ravi, the same thing. Here in his little chunky self, he'll be ready as well. So I'm going to take a break just for a couple weeks. And probably just do some reborn studying and playing around with paints and stuff and learning how to do some techniques that I want to learn how to do. And then my next kit is going to be for client number 7. Client number 7 is my February client. And client number 7 selected the Real Born Mary Asleep from Bountiful Baby. So that will be the next kit that I'm going to work on, the Real Born Mary Asleep. And after I do the Real Born Mary Asleep, I'll probably go back to selecting a name from the cup. Well, I may do the selection of the name from the cup maybe in a week or so. I may do that anyway and select the name from the cup just so I know like what's next after Real Born Mary Asleep. But I am going to take a little hiatus, and I'm still going to be doing, you know, some stuff in prep, but I'm just not going to be painting and stuff just for a couple weeks. And mostly rooting, probably. I'm going to be rooting these 2 babies. So for the next 2 weeks, yeah, I'm not going to be painting, but I will be rooting once the hair arrives. And that should take us right into, well, next week is Thanksgiving, and then take us right into Christmas. And my husband said he's pulling down the tree stuff today, so I'll be putting up the tree soon. And yeah, so that's what's going over here at Pumpkin Corner Nursery, and just moving babies around and making room. And I still have the Real Born Layla asleep. So if you follow me at Pumpkin Corner Nursery on Instagram, and if you follow me on Facebook at On Canvas, that is my art group. On Canvas is the name of that group on Facebook. If you follow me on those 2 platforms and this platform, YouTube, and even TikTok, I'm Elena Woods on TikTok. If you follow me on those platforms, you'll see the Real Born Layla asleep. I do have a little clip where I posted where her down payment is, her starting price, and the information. And then in my videos, there is a part 1 and a part 2 about the Real Born Layla asleep. And if you want to know details about her, you can watch those videos, or you can message me on Instagram at Pumpkin Corner Nursery and find out details if you're interested in purchasing her. And other than that, have a great rest of your Sunday and a great week. Bye.